Episode 2. I feel like stuff happened, but nothing happened at the same time. Nothing of substance. I was just bored. The only good thing was Tim Roth and his performance, even though his dialogue and his character direction is a bit iffy. It felt like there was no need for fourth wall breaks in this episode at all. I still couldn't get invested in any of the characters. The butchering of MCU continued. The comedy in this comedy show was absolutely outstanding. Just kidding, the jokes were trash. Couldn't laugh at any of them. Those are just some quick thoughts. Now let's use some clips and images and go into a bit more detail.
So dumb. I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk.
That's a pretty dumb name, too.
So is the derivative of Hulk a dumb name, or just the Hulk a dumb name? If the Hulk is a dumb name, then screw you! Also, you're not a cheap imitation. You can be your own version. Oh, but you're not written like your comic counterpart. So in the previous episode, when Bruce and Jen are in the car, Bruce picks up their packet of Cheetos and goes like, "Why are you using chopsticks?" She's like, "So you don't get Cheeto fingers?" And then he's like, "Oh, that's smart." And then she's like, "I'm not the only genius in the family." But then Bruce replies with, "Oh no, there's also Chad." So speaking of Chad, here's our introduction to him.
Jen, you don't have to worry about getting fired. I already told everyone, so it won't be awkward. No one's going to bring it up.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jen.
You got fired.
Chad!
Chad.
So to bring it up.
I said don't bring it up. Why would I tell you to bring it up?
Sorry, Uncle Mo.
She already feels like complete crud.
It's okay, Dad. Yes, got fired, but it's fine.
Big news. So I got promoted to manager over at the Best Buy.
Manager, all right, Chad. Employed and promoted, right?
So you completely proved Bruce's point wrong by turning him into a joke. Legit, the first thing he says is a joke. But it's not funny because he just comes off like this dumb idiot. And the way he acts is just so cringy. At least this member of the family, Elaine, has something good to say that makes sense and has a point.
Some guy just gave me both of these drinks for free because you're a superhero.
I'm not. No, I did not go to law school and rack up 6 figures in student loans to become a vigilante. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
But you could be an Avenger.
Do the Avengers offer health care?
I don't know.
Maternity leave, a pension? Are they even paid?
More shitting on superheroes for some odd reason. Also, it depends on what your ultra ego is and what you do during the day, and i.e. in your other life.
Walter. When you enter the visitor safe area of the cell, do not step past the yellow line. Do not touch the glass separating you and the prisoner abomination. Although we have taken every precaution, we cannot guarantee your safety. Do you accept these conditions?
Yes.
Sign here. In the event of injury or death, please indicate who we should notify.
It's that bad, huh?
Never let your guard down. The prisoner is a very dangerous man.
So you're gonna serve me up with some fava beans and a nice kid?
Ma'am, this is a prison.
Of course.
You have this scene that's trying to replicate Silence of the Lambs. I know it's meant to be a comedy, but it's just done in a way that feels so cheap. From going through the gates, to the guard explaining the rules, to the line of the beans. Stop replicating stuff that is better. Yeah, you could say they're putting their own twist on it while referencing it, but still, this feels like a cheap version knockoff, and kind of feels like you're poking fun at that scene in the film. So, look at this form he's handing her to sign. Clearly, you can see everything's written and it is paragraphs, and down below the spaces for like signatures or whatever. Okay? But when she's signing it, this is what they show. So basically, she's signing on a random sentence, on a random paragraph, and not a dotted line. Also, I don't see like normal doors and a laser gate stopping Abomination. Well, if he's in his human form as Blonsky, yeah, and he's escaping, that laser gate could be a problem. But if he's escaping as Abomination, he could easily jump through the ceiling and jump out the prison, or run through a wall, run through the wall next to the laser gate.
Cousin. The Hulk.
My cousin Bruce.
Semantics. He was of the Hulk, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the Hulk, and yeah, you're a completely different person now, because you're no way like the Hulk before. You're Mulk Buffalo, a beta version. Also, with Blonsky's direction that he wants to live with his 7 soulmates he met through some prison program. If you like tell us that 2 or 3 of them are men and he's gay, then there goes another character.
You coming to LA anytime soon?
Yeah, probably not for a minute. I got some things I gotta take care of.
Where the heck is this guy getting signal or connection to make a call in middle of nowhere in space? What? Is he connected to some sort of satellite? Also, have you taken him out of the show by showing that scene and he won't be able to interact with Abomination in any later episodes? And if that's the case and you're trying to set a solo film up that maybe might not even happen, then what the heck was Ragnarok? He already went through his World War phase. You're gonna make him go through another World War phase with glasses on, looking like Bruce's actor, who I call now Mulk Buffalo. So I think this is a continuity error, because in the previous episode in the courtroom when she hulked out and then went back to human form, her clothes were shown like they expanded and ripped. But in this episode, she does it multiple times and it's like the same clothes. Like going to the law firm and then turning into the She Hulk and then going to the prison, turning back into human, same clothes, nothing is ripped. Why the heck does she have a picture of Cap's ass as her wallpaper? The question was already resolved in the post-credit scene of the last episode. Does she want to be the one to take his virginity away, or like does she want to peg him with a strap on? But I guess she won't be needing one if she's in a Hulk form. Here's the icing on the cake, which is basically references galore. So at the top you have fun, movies, Find That Man, Norse mythology, Avengers, Insanity, and whatever. Then you have this advertisement for looks like Iron Man 3's some shoes and his name and brand. And then below that, you basically have confirmation that Wolverine is already in the MCU, because it says man fights with metal claws in bar brawl. Who else is going to be in a bar with metal claws other than Logan? It can't be any other character. And then below that, there's some reference to a statue of a man sticking out the ocean. Clearly, that's a reference to some other character, but I can't figure out which one it is right now. And there's some random scientist discoverer, which is probably another reference.
So far, there have been no statements made by Emil Blonsky's attorney after shocking footage leaked showing the Abomination participating in what appears to be an underground fight club after having somehow escaped from prison.
Oh, that sucks.
So is this happening at the same time Shang-Chi happened, that timeline? If that's the case, then that Wolverine thing is true and he's in the universe right now. So what has he been doing all this time? Why didn't he come and help any other hero during a crisis? What are the other X-Men out there with him? what they've been doing, just chilling on an island. That's all I've got for this episode. Thank you for watching and listening, and I'll be back next week to cover episode 3.